Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today we're discussing real life football. I'm only using this friendly for a rest pack and for as background for what we're going to talk about today. Today I am having a sort of debate and we're going to discuss about what football would have looked like if the pandemic wouldn't have existed. So what would have happened to the most watched league in the world if COVID wouldn't have been here, also known as the English Premier League. So we're taking examples from England. And first opinion I have is that Arsenal would have not had such a horrible start to the season, and now they're back on track. They're 10th. We're definitely not discussing relegation anymore for the Londonese squad. But I do think that Arsenal was just like every single other football team on earth affected by this situation with the pandemic and the restrictions and quarantine that was in the world and especially in London since they're a Londonese club. And I think it's only problem that the new season was entered a bit brutally, and unlike other teams, Arsenal needed a um, bit more months to get back on track and used to the fast pace and the active pace of actually playing regular football. They might also be affected by the lack of fans because, of course, having fans in your stadium is a motivation for the players. Of course, they're motivated when they see a whole crowd of Arsenal fans cheering them for the win, and the empty stadiums, despite saving many people from COVID, might just affect the way the players' morale is. And not only in terms of morale, but also financially speaking. Of course, it would have helped Arsenal and basically every other team way more if fans would have come, if tickets would have been bought. And basically, this is the main reason why the transfers weren't so many this winter and this season overall because teams are having just a bit of financial problems as they try to adapt to this situation of not getting income from the tickets. A second, the second thing I'd like to mention is Liverpool and the fact that they would have less injuries this season. We know that there were many Arsenal memes regarding the way they played, but there were many talks and rumors about why Liverpool has so many injuries. And in my opinion, it's the same issue regarding the comeback and the fact that Liverpool entered the new season brutally. There were many months more of break than usual, and they entered the new season of Premier League with the mentality of we need to win this, we need to beat them all so that we can take the title, which is not ideal. At least in my opinion, it's not ideal for Liverpool because the players might be affected just like in top 11 in terms of condition, and if they put too much, if they try too hard to beat them all, they'll eventually get injured or way too tired at some point to be able to play. So the fact that Liverpool got many injuries is somewhat justified. I can't explain why Liverpool got the most injuries and other teams like City or Manchester United didn't. But it is a possible explanation, the fact that Liverpool um, lacked. Oh, there are some teams, at least from what I have read on the internet, that before the start of the new season have had the occasion to train themselves at the training ground. And um, and even though most of the teams have chosen to do that, to do some training and so on, I do not think that Liverpool um trained enough of to get going. Now they're sixth in the Premier League, but I wish all the players a speedy recovery, and we hope to see Liverpool in the title battle either by the end of this season or by the begin or in the next season that will start um, in the middle of this year. So another team I'd like to talk about in terms of standings and how it would have been changed is Sheffield United, who so far only has 11 points out of 24 games. And I honestly think that there were certain teams that at their second season in the Premier League have relegated, but I do not think that Sheffield is this bad. They might have this issue, but I think that they have more potential than 11 points out of 24 games. I think they're back on track. Um, Now it's going to be a bit harder to escape the relegation places. They need 14 points for that, but it's not impossible. And Sheffield has the potential, despite not having the morale and so on after a horrific start to the season. I do think that Sheffield can do wonders and save themselves still from relegation. Now, if you have any other opinions, you can comment down below and let me know other um what other ideas you might have regarding this season and the way this whole season and organization thing would have gone if there were fans in the stadiums, if there wouldn't have been a such long break, and so on and so forth. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the new topic. I hope you have your ideas to leave in the comments, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.